4 years old, imagine being rammed headfirst into a brick wall on a crowded, covered playground. It had been raining, so during recess, they would cram all the kids into this covered playground, and one wall was complete cement. And I don't know how or when, but that's all I remember, is it was raining, and then I used to have seizures. That was my first time experiencing real trauma. And to this day, my memory is fuzzy. I cannot place. I have what I call time dysmorphia. It's my own little thing I made up, where I can't remember and place things to a year. I've been through a lot of trauma in a short period of time in my life. That same year, my mother was murdered. I don't remember her at all. I used to have faint nightmares of an ambulance. For years, I was scared of ambulance and fire trucks. Now, I keep looking down because I want to make sure I'm telling you guys the full deal here, because this is a very rough part of my life. I grew up with my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother. I was blessed. It's not that I had a lack of love, let me state that. What I didn't have was a mother and father's love. My mother had been murdered. My father was non-existent in my life. We're going to fast forward to me finding out a couple of months ago that he wasn't my father. What that did was it really put a tailspin on my life, because I've always had a hole in my heart where that parental love should have been. And what it really taught me was that I had to rely on me. From a very young age, I made myself help other people to get the help that I never had, that I didn't feel I had. I made sure people felt loved, felt supported. That was my thing. But what I realize now was my trauma response. That was my trauma speaking. To this day, I deal with that. But what I've learned is that I have a testimony, I have a story, and I can help other women get through the same struggles and trauma that I've been through. Coming out of all of this trauma, I want to make sure that Black women are really, truly living their best lives. We're so used to living in survival mode. We're high achieving, we're accomplished, and yet we go home and cry at night. We go home and we still feel unfulfilled. We're in toxic work environments. We're stuck in toxic relationships. And what I've learned is that that doesn't have to be our way. It is not success or happiness. My goal is to help us get success and happiness, because they can coexist.